Hello all. Uh, Welcome to another Clojure Diary video. So I'm just developing a tool called InG, which means in-memory JSON store in Clojure. Just imagine you're a front-end developer and you just need an instant backend to develop your project. So InG provides that. Now I'm just working on GraphQL, right? So like I just want to show you, okay, how I deal with GraphQL in Clojure. So this video is about that. So Oh yeah. So let's dive into the video and see like how I deal with GraphQL, right? So there is a excellent library called okay, so Alhambra. Okay, so this library I'm just using to what to say deal with GraphQL, and I will put this link in the video notes, right? So that's the thing. Yeah, I've jacked in. So let me just now it's all just a single file. So let me just take this GraphQL file and show it to you what's going on. So, okay, so you're just importing all libraries over here, right? So that's the thing, right? And let me just load all these, what to say, GraphQL strings into Ripple. So this is to update book. So I think this is going to be a pretty long video. So maybe you need to skip here and there and view it, or if you're just interested, yeah, you can just view the whole stuff, right? So this is the thing. Okay, yeah, I think I need to put println. Okay, println update book, right? Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so it just says mutation update book, and this is the book ID that needs to be updated, and okay, the title, author, and all those stuff. Okay, so this is a GraphQL query. Okay, so yeah. And similarly, I just have a thing called mutation string, but yeah, it is a very same. Look, everything is rough right now, so the coding is not good. So like, yeah, it is also update book, but you're just doing just one value. Okay, so uh, okay, println mutation string, and yeah, you're just updating the title, but still it just goes with update and all those things. Okay, so and similarly, okay, like complex get all books. So over here I just okay, yeah, let me just load it and print it. Okay, so and so how this works is, look, you just have something like this $Q. Okay, so you'll pass this as query to GraphQL, or what to say, parser, or whatever you call. Okay, so and you'll also give all these variables over here. So this variable Harry Potter will get substituted over here, like in this instead of this $Q. Okay, so that's how this stuff works, right? So and this one is like okay, complex get all. Okay, so look, my naming is not good now, so because I need to refine my code. Uh, right, this is a very complex query with a lot of variables and a lot of values for the variables and blah 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, so that's how it is. And one thing I don't like about GraphQL is you need to specify types over here, which I'm not fan of. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And next you just have this get all books. Okay, so right, so and this is a very simple query. So you just get books ID dot author and all those things. Okay, and then you just have this create book and delete book. I'm not going to print it. Okay, so okay, I have a thing called get all books, and I have another thing called get all books. Oh, here too. Okay, that's very wrong. Okay, so I just need to have only one thing. Okay, so I think both are same. So let me just comment one thing out. Okay, so that's the thing, right? Okay, so right. Okay, right. So the thing is, okay, like I have what to say, like okay, so this thing, this Alhambra, okay, so I'm just, it has a thing called parser and I'm just importing it as GQL. So this is the main thing that happens. So like, okay, like if I can just give like, okay, like GQL and then parse document, okay. And I'll just put like, okay, get all books. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, so it just gives me a Clojure, what to say, um, data structure. Okay, where I just get operation name, I get whether it's a query or not, and I just get the field name over here, right? So, and so the field name over here is books. Okay, so I just get books over here, and I also get all the fields that I need to return, like the values I need to return. I need to return ID, title, author, publisher, and genre, right? So that's how. So a lot of heavy lifting is being done over here. So let's see what this function selection set does. Okay, so okay, I think I need to load this. Okay, so and let me SELECTI or selection set, and let me just give get all books. Okay, so and it just gives this ID, title, author, published, and genre. Okay, so this is what I need to fetch from the database, and I need to return. Okay, so how it does is like, yeah, like look, it is from here. It is almost like drilling into the data structure and getting stuff. Okay, so look, I think this is an array. Okay, so like okay, so there is okay, like so this is actually like, okay, like I just put the type of it. Okay, so so that so that like you people will know, right? Type, and then it is a lazy sequence. Okay, right. So but yeah, so yeah, but this a map. Okay, so over here in Alhambra operations, you have all this stuff. So that's what we just take over here, Alhambra operations. Okay, and in that you have a thing called selection set. Okay, so selection set over here, Alhambra selection set, right? And then once again in that you have selection set, and you just use a stuff called field name over here, right? So you just take all the field names. So that is all the field names over here, right? So okay, I'm sorry, all the field names over here, right? And I just get this ID, title, author, and genre. So it's basically using Alhambra to convert this GraphQL into a Clojure data structure, and then using your own what to say, normal Clojure operations and to get it. Okay, so yeah. Similarly, operation name. Okay, so operation name. Okay, so I'll just load it. So operation name, right? And then I'll just put get all books. Okay, so it just says get all books. So how my software will work is it will see whether it is like get all, update, or delete, or something like that. From that, it knows what to do next. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so yeah. So and then okay, let's say I just there is a query with ID. So let's see what query is there with ID. Okay, so this mutation string has ID. So what I can just do is like I can just load this into this one. Okay, so and then I can just give like ID and then mutation string, right? And I just get this 101. Okay, so this is how it's being used. And of course, like if I just put like okay, like GraphQL parse document and mutation string, okay, like parse document and mutation string, right? And it'll be there, and ID should be somewhere. I don't know where it is. Okay, so oops, I really don't know where it is, but it should be somewhere. Wait, let me just okay copy, or what should I do? Like index. Okay, yeah, I think the ID is over here, right? So it also says like okay, this is the argument name is ID, right? Okay, and it is of type string. It says somewhere, yeah, the value type is string, and in this over here, its string is 101. So That's how it just says, and this is what I am going after. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And yeah, another important function is inputs. Okay, so oops, inputs. Maybe with what to say, update book or something like that. Okay, or create book. Create book. Okay, I can just okay, inputs. Okay, right. Okay, so this what it does is, okay, look, it just takes this GraphQL statement and it just gets the inputs out. So the input is title and the value is the Great Gatsby. Okay, so that's the thing. And the input name is author, the value is F. Scott. I don't know how to spell it. Fritz Gerald or something like that, and published year and so on and so forth. And you also get like, okay, like what is the value type, and that's the thing. Okay, so that's what this inputs does. Okay, so this input to map converts this stuff into map. Okay, so like, okay, so I have this so here. Okay, so and okay, so and I just have this input to map. Okay, first thing what I'll just do is I'll just put first and then this stuff over here, right? And I just get this. So over here, this I just need to pass two inputs to map. Okay, so sorry, input to map. Input to map. Oops. Uh, first and this stuff. Okay, so okay, right. There is a spelling mistake. Right. Okay, so I just get this title and Great Gatsby. So now all I just need to do is like this inputs to map. Okay, over here I'm just giving it as string. Okay, so like okay, so like okay, so wait, so inputs to map and then what to say? Like I'll just give it like create book, right? So okay, so I'll just get this title, author, publisher, and all those stuff. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay. So, right. Okay. And, okay. So I even forgot what this root field is. So actually, in one of the Clojure interviews, very senior Clojure guy told me to write documentation, but I didn't. Okay. So now I just forgot what this root field is. Okay. So I just need to find it out. Okay. So yeah, root field create book. I have no idea. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's this create book. Right. Okay. So, and maybe like, okay, get all books. Let me just root field and then get all books. Okay, right. So it's books. So if you println get all books, okay, so println get all books. Um, get all books. Okay, so this is actually the root field. So this is not the root field. I think you should say this as query name or whatever. I am not sure. So this is the root field. This books is the root field. So while you're giving output, you'll also give it like books and then you'll just put all these values in it. So that's how it is. Okay, so and this has been okay. Like another thing is like okay, like I'm just checking whether it is a create string or not. So all these stuffs are being used, and I'm just checking whether the operation has a stuff called create or update or delete or something like that. I'll just do with create. Okay, so create and then create book, and it just and it says, oops, I didn't load it. Okay, so right, and it says true. And if I just say like it's get all books, it won't work. Okay, so get all books and it won't work, right? So it says false because definitely it's not create. So I also did for search, but then I just found out like in get all you can just give what to say, uh, what to say like s- uh, parameters for search and all those stuff and parameters for pagination. So this is no longer valid. So I need to take it out. So so like I just put a note over here. Uh, take it out as Get all should deal with this. And similarly over here, I need to take this one out. Okay, so like I don't know where the search ends. Maybe over here, right? So similarly, I just need to put a note over here, right? So right. Okay, so this function, oops. Okay, so this function like gets the table name out. Okay, so like okay, so like I just put table name, right? So oops. So table I don't know what happened. Okay. Oh, okay. So I just need to uh load all this into my REPL. And yeah, I also need to load the search. Oops. I also need to load the search. And then finally this table name, and I can just now give like okay, table name. Create book. Okay, so and it just says it's books. And if you just print out this create books, okay, so print lin, okay, so create book. Over here, you are not saying anywhere it is books, okay, you're only giving it a singular, but this function is smart enough to what to say, find out like it is books, and it just uses a thing called plural. Okay, so if you see what is plural is like, okay, like I'm using a library called inflection score. Okay, so inflection. So let me just go to projects.clg, right? Projects.clg, and there is a library called inflection. So this is used to convert singular to plural, plural to singular, blah blah, right? So I'm using this library. Okay, so and even if I say like okay, like get all books, okay, so like table name, okay, get all books, okay, and it still says books, and if I just print it, okay, so print in get all books, over here it is books. Okay, so this function is what to say, uh, smart enough to understand that. So that's the thing. And another thing is like this complex query. So this you have this complex query. So println, okay, complex, complex get all books. Okay, so you just have something like this. So this Harry Potter needs to be substituted over here and all those stuff. Okay, so that's the thing. And, so now what I just do is okay, like substitute GraphQL variables. Okay, so substitute GraphQL variables, and then I'm just giving JSON string. I hope like okay, it is still only this one, right? Um, I hope this works with this one. Okay, so subs, okay, so and then yes, hopefully it works. Okay, so now what happens is okay, like now it's just Harry Potter and all those things, and now what I can just do this, I can what I can do with this is like maybe like get table name or something like that. Table name, right? Okay, so and I should be getting books, and maybe like if I just give what function shall I give? Okay, so table name. Okay, so like um inputs to map. Yeah, inputs to map. Okay, so come on. Inputs to map, and then if I just give this okay, so because this is get all, okay, so yeah, that's fine, okay, right, and then maybe I can just give like selection set. Okay, so let's just give it like selection set, right? Selection set. Okay, so Okay, it want ID, title, author, publisher, and so yeah, that's how it is. So that's how this thing works. Okay, so right. So this is how I what to say like decode my GraphQL, and finally this will be what to say like I already have a database layer over here. So okay, so okay, I've put this stuff in test. Okay, God, okay, that's what shame on me, right? Okay, so this is this GraphQL should be here. Okay, finally I just got it right. Yeah. Okay, so okay, fine. I hope I haven't committed this code, but I don't know. Like I think I should have committed. Yeah, sure. So what a shame, right? So right, okay. So the GraphQL should be here, right? And uh, so yeah, this is how I plan to deal with GraphQL. And finally, this GraphQL, whatever you get it out, will be converted into this DB layer stuff, so that like, or it'll be finally what to say transferred. It'll be translated to database operations, so that you can do CRUD stuff with that, and you can search, you can order, and all those stuff. So this is how I plan to introduce GraphQL layer in my software Inji. And if you're a front-end developer, you must definitely give a look into it. You will be able to create POCs without much hassle, and then later depend on back-end developer like for other stuff. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until we meet next time. Bye.